Terry, Georgia.
Welcome from Georgia.
Officer Trinity from Florida, Georgia.
Welcome, Georgia.
Keenan from Atlanta, Georgia.
Welcome from Georgia.
Hey, this is Milo Luda from Beaufort, Georgia.
Hey there, Fred. Mark Holmes, Baltimore, Maryland.
From Madison, Alabama.
Erie Collective, Madison, Georgia.
Chris Thomas, Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've hit the bottom of the hour plus 1 minute. My name is Fred Holmes. I'm an independent distributor with International. I currently hold the rank of Triple Diamond in our company's compensation plan. Calling in from my home office this evening in Southern California, and it's my distinct privilege to welcome you to our Thursday evening executive overview of the Zeke International Income Opportunity. This evening, we're going to be covering the 3 specific ingredients, or if you will, the essential elements that one would look for developing a successful home-based business. We're going to give you an opportunity to hear from people that have been with us in the field anywhere from literally just a couple of weeks to a couple of years. So you can hear a little bit about what happens when people develop a home-based business and follow a systematic plan to develop long-term residual income. This information is really geared towards those of you that have been invited as guests to our call this evening. Perhaps a family member, perhaps a friend or a coworker sharing with you information about Zeke International, our products, the income opportunity associated with it. And so this information is really for you, and a very warm welcome to those of you that are invited guests. Now this evening we're not going to be going into depth in terms of the product information. We have a specific call on Wednesday evening that delves deeply into the products themselves. This call will be more oriented towards the ingredients that you look for to create successful home-based businesses. And so those 3 ingredients, number 1, you look first and foremost for experienced corporate leadership, the people that are running the company and leading it into the future. Certainly that's a primary consideration. You want experienced people at the helm of the ship. Secondly, of course, is the product. We're going to talk a little bit more about the product in a moment, and more focused on the kinds of products that lend themselves to successful home-based businesses. And then finally, we'll talk about timing. Timing, I have to say that timing is a primary issue in just about every aspect of our life, but certainly a primary ingredient in success of a home-based business in our industry. So let me just go ahead and start with that first component, experienced corporate leadership. The founder and owner of Zeke International is a gentleman by the name of Ken Brailsford. Now, Ken Brailsford is an icon in both the direct marketing and nutritional industries. Ken and his sister are the co-founders of Nature's Sunshine back in the 70s. Almost 40 years now that company has been in business. It has grown to become what we refer to as a billion-dollar legacy company in direct distribution or network marketing. And the significance of that becomes much more apparent when you recognize this industry of direct distribution has been around for 60, almost 70 years now. You go all the way back to the days of the original Amway Corporation, and even before that, White Magic. The reality is that over that period of time, there have been literally thousands, probably tens of thousands of companies that have come and gone. Only about 24 companies in the history of direct marketing have stood the test of time and have gone on to become, as I said, a billion-dollar legacy company. By definition, been in business over 20 years and still in business to this day. Done over $1 billion in sales and continues to grow. Literally only a couple of handfuls of companies have done that. Ken Brailsford was co-founder of Nature's Sunshine, one of those legacy companies in the 70s. He went on to become founder of Enrich International in the 80s. Another one of the industry's long-term legacy companies, approaching 30 years in business, today continues. That company continues under the name of Unicity. Well, Ken Brailsford is the only man in history who has built two of only 24 long-term companies in our industry. Frankly, when I heard that Ken had come out of retirement to build his third and final project, to me personally, that was almost a guarantee that we had a winner on our hands. Now, let's talk about that second ingredient, which is the product. A lot of people don't recognize the kinds of products that lend themselves well to a home-based business in our type of industry. First and foremost, you look for a unique product, something that is first to market in the industry. First to market is always the winner. Secondly, you look for something that is highly consumable, preferably something that's consumed on a daily basis, because that ultimately is the foundation of ongoing income through ongoing sales. But most importantly, you have to find a product that really works, something that people consume and then continue to purchase day after day or month after month, because ultimately that's the foundation, the backbone of long-term residual income. Well, Zeech International, we're referred to as the Moringa Company. Moringa oleifera is the name of a botanical, a tree, if you will, that grows in some of the most arid and desolate areas of the country, of the world rather. Our products are all based upon the most efficacious form of the Moringa oleifera tree. Now, our company was launched just a short 6 years ago, but the real Zeech's story started a couple of years before that with an hour-long documentary that aired on the Discovery Channel. Now, this documentary was introducing the Western world to the Moringa oleifera tree. We learned that a very small quantity of the powdered leaf of this tree was being used to reverse childhood starvation in as little as 2 weeks. And what was amazing is this was doing so not only much more quickly and efficaciously than some of the finest nutritional supplements and medications known to the Western world, it was doing so much less expensively by using an indigenous plant. Since the original airing of that documentary, we have had literally overwhelming third-party validation of the nutrient power of this botanical. There's over 200 world organizations now that are promoting and endorsing this tree for the benefit of mankind. Numerous prestigious universities and medical schools creating papers on this. As a matter of fact, you could simply go to the government's website that documents it's like the archive of medical publications and documents, called pubmed.org. Do a search on Moringa and you'll find hundreds of vetted third-party peer-reviewed Western studies that are showing tremendous, healing powers of this miracle tree. Well, we were very fortunate a few years ago. A videotape copy of that original documentary that aired on the Discovery Channel was forwarded to Ken Brailsford. And when you put together the power of this botanical that has never been brought to market before and the background and history of Ken Brailsford, you'll start to see what a tremendous coincidence that was. Well, Ken Brailsford, when he saw that video, he realized he could do more good for mankind with a single product, a single botanical, than he had with the, perhaps hundreds of other products from his previous companies. He made a decision to come out of retirement and bring this product to market. Now, we were very fortunate. Ken had not only the financial resources, but the credibility within the industry to attract some of the finest top scientific minds to take this tree, turn it into our product. And 6 years ago, we launched Zeech International with our very first product, which was a great tasting Moringa drink. It was an opportunity to take all of the nutrient power of the Moringa tree, put it into a beverage that we could enjoy drinking on a daily basis, and what was exciting exciting is we were able to take all of these nutrients, I mean literally over 90 verifiable nutrients, 46 antioxidants, 36 anti-inflammatories, all of the omegas 3, 6, and 9, but more importantly, in balance, in efficacious amounts and in balance the way nature intended them to be assimilated into our body. All of the amino acids required, including the 9 essential that we just can't get from our diet, or that we can't produce ourselves. We have to source them from our diet. All of it into a single botanical and a drink that we can consume. And then here was the most unique component. We deliver these in their original enzymatically alive form. It's the most pure form of being able to get this nutrition in you. Since that original launch, we've actually developed into 3 separate product divisions. We have our liquid nutritionals, which of course includes our daily moringa drink. We now have our all-natural sports energy drink. It's the healthy alternative to the quote-unquote power drinks that are out there. We've expanded into a personal care line. We have a line of salon-quality skincare products, all infused with the nutrient power of the moringa tree. The topical applications for the nutrients of moringa is overwhelming, and we have technology in our skincare line that frankly not even going to be available in the open marketplace for, in some cases, another 5 to 10 years. But what has really started the growth of our company, about 30 months ago, we introduced our 3rd product division, our weight management system. Now, this is a system, not a specific pill or diet. It is a system that starts with nutrition from the moringa drink, includes other natural organic components to help suppress the appetite, improve the metabolism, how we process our food. Finally, the 3rd component of the system is our all-natural premium tea, which helps the body shed the unwanted toxins and waste products. We've had people that have used our weight management system to in some cases, lose substantial amounts of weight. We have people today that have lost in excess of 200 pounds with our weight management system without diet, without exercise, without drugs, without surgery. We have others that have used our weight management system for maintaining healthy weight, and others, such as athletes and bodybuilders, who are using our weight management system to actually gain lean muscle mass. So certainly not a diet, but a healthy weight management system. Now, the 3rd component is timing. And before I talk a little bit about the timing, I want to go and let you hear what's happening today in the marketplace. We have one of our newest team members is on the line from Southern California, from Ojai, California. Patrick Lee is actually a personal friend of mine. I've known for a few years. And Patrick, congratulations to you and Rhonda and the tremendous launch you've had of your business here in literally, I think, just about 2 weeks. Maybe you can join us on the line, Patrick, share a little bit about your background, why you got involved, and what's happened in your business.
How you doing, Fred?
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Yes, I own my own personal training business, me and my wife, and we're very successful. But when I closed the doors at night, I wasn't making any more money. And I started looking around, and I watched Fred Holmes build this great business and give him residual income. So I sat Fred down and said, what do I have to do? And I followed an easy, duplicatable system. I joined up, and in the first week, it was amazing. I qualified Team 250. I was a builder 500 my first week. I couldn't believe it. And I just followed. I tapped into the system, learned the website, and I shared the product. It's a great product, and it's just rolling. Me and my wife are so excited, and it's just unbelievable what's happened in just a short 2-week time.
Patrick, it is truly interesting how a successful man like you, and I know because I've been part of your client base here for a couple of years, you do have a great business. But it's very interesting that you brought that point up, is that it's every single day you have to put hours back in. Congratulations, Patrick, to you and Rhonda. We're looking forward to hearing some really astounding things from you in the future. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, thanks a lot, Fred.
And ladies and gentlemen, line because he's a classic example of the people that are looking at Zeech International today. Business owners, working hard, in many cases very successful, but recognizing that the day they close their shop is the day they stop making money. And frankly, in today's world, what we all need to be looking for is alternative income streams that can become residual. So let's talk a little bit about timing. As I said earlier, timing is probably an important ingredient in every aspect of our life, but in our type of business, finding a company at the right point in time in its growth curve can make a significant difference in your potential income. The technical definition that you look for is a company going into the momentum stage. That's what's referred to. It's the time when a company has been around long enough that you're confident it's got a good foundation, it's secure, it's going to continue to grow, but you get in early enough before the massive growth that you can actually take advantage of riding that wave. We call it the momentum stage. The technical definition is to arrive with a company somewhere between its first 100 and $200 million a year. I had the good fortune to join a company back in the late 80s and 90s that I hit right at the beginning of the momentum phase and literally created a couple of lifetime incomes in just a very short couple of years. Well, today, Zeech International is poised at exactly the threshold of that momentum stage. We've just completed our first $100 million year. Probably a more important statement that will help you really get a better feel for the timing with Zeech. This year, 2013, this year, we will do more sales volume than we've done in the first 6 years combined. It's literally an opportunity to be part of one of the fastest growing and what will destine to be one of the billion-dollar companies in this industry, but get in before the masses and ride that wave. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to go over to Indianapolis. We've got Carrie Geary with us, another businesswoman that's been with us now, I believe, probably coming up on 2 years, and a good example of somebody who is a busy businesswoman, started a part-time business with Zeech and has actually propelled that into a full-time residual income that's been able to free her from her business. Carrie, it's been just exciting to watch with the growth of your organization and your leadership over the last couple of years. You're now an Emerald and in qualification for our profit-sharing program. Perhaps you can just take a moment and share a little bit about your background and what motivated you to get involved in Zeech, and what have you done to build such a great business?
I would love to, Fred. Can you hear me okay?
Just fine.
Great. Well, thanks for having me on the call. I was introduced to Visa in 2010, and gosh, I'm a busy mom, and my husband and I have a 6-year-old daughter, and I was so busy taking care of everything else and taking care and running my flower shop about 70 hours a week. I wasn't taking very good care of myself, and so definitely the health aspect got my attention. And I've been able to lose over 60 pounds on our weight benefit system. No longer have psoriasis like I had. I used to go to several different dermatologists. Don't need to do that anymore. So I've had just an amazing success with the products. But I also was definitely intrigued by the business aspect. I knew how hard I was working at my flower shop, and I just knew, just like the other gentleman said, when you turn the lights off at night, you're not making any more money. And gosh, it's hard to keep employees happy, have a rent to pay every month, the electric bill to pay, and that was very frustrating because I knew if I was on vacation, I was not going to get a paycheck that week. So what's fabulous about this, in 14 months' time, I was making more part-time with Visa than I was full-time running my floral business. So what this opportunity has allowed me is not only to get healthy, but to change my financial future. So it's allowed me to sell my flower shop and work part-time for the company who purchased my shop because I want to, not because I have to. And it's allowed my husband to get a different job that he enjoys. He actually had to take a pretty big pay cut, but he actually is happy them laugh. It's a wonderful thing. You know, the companies even paid for me to have a brand new Mercedes-Benz. I would have never had a brand new car. I've never had a brand new car in my life. So, and to have a luxury car like a Mercedes is just amazing. And just the amazing trips that are available. I was able to go on an Alaskan cruise that the company paid for. So it's so exciting, Fred. I'm so excited to be on this great adventure, and so excited to see what the future holds. And back to you.
All right, yeah, Carrie, thank you so much. And again, congratulations on all the results and the efforts you put into developing your organization, provide leadership for them. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're hearing is the artifact of people taking a product that people really need, they really want, and frankly, there's no place to get these products unless it's through an independent distributor of Zeja's product. And then what they've done is they've utilized the leverage that comes in our industry from creating distribution teams. Development of others is the key to success in our type of business. And both Carrie and Patrick have mentioned a couple of very unique things that we have happening today. Since we've hit this pace and we've gone into the momentum stage, we have the resources to do things that, frankly, have not even really been done in our industry. You heard Patrick mention Team 250. It's a special program where even a brand new person just getting started for doing something as simple as what we do. We share our products with people. We share the income opportunity with people. For minimal activity, you can actually receive your monthly shipment of your personal products for free, paid for by the company. So this creates, literally from day one, essentially a zero overhead business. You heard Carrie mention that she's now driving a luxury Mercedes automobile courtesy of Zeja International. Well, what's very interesting is that, you know, luxury car programs are not necessarily unheard of in our industry. A lot of companies do that. What's always been the challenge is they've always been held for the people at the top, people like myself. And I remember being a distributor thinking, well, why are those folks getting the fancy cars? I mean, they can afford to get whatever they want. How about us little guys? Well, Zeja International has done something that's never been done before. We've brought our luxury automobile program to even the most part-time levels. People can qualify to be part of our luxury car program. Certainly, there's a tremendous benefit that's available to people that start today and get involved in building a Zeja distributorship. Now, what I want to do is I want to go over to Dover, Ohio. I have my last guest speaker on. We have Willie Grove. Willie is also a successful business person who has been around a little bit longer and has built truly a six-figure residual income with a part-time Zeja business and experiencing the benefits of that now. Willie, why don't you join us on the call and just share a little bit about your background, why you got involved, and what's been happening in your business?
Hey, Fred, appreciate you having me on the call tonight. My Zeja story started years ago. I had a couple real serious injuries, kind of sidelined me from playing sports and working out, and I ballooned up to about 320 pounds. In October of 2010, good friends of ours that had moved away, and they moved away even though they were good friends, but they were coming back to Ohio to visit, Ken and Elaine Burris, and they shared this product with me that I was reluctant to try in the beginning, and Ken dared me to drink it, and I did, and I want to tell you what, it's not been the same. So since October of 2010, I've not missed one morning from drinking this nutrition. I had tremendous results within a week. I had a doctor's appointment. I mean, blood pressure started dropping, and I saw 60 pounds drop off in about 6 months. And all because my body was balancing itself with nutrition finally that I was putting into my body. My wife, on the other hand, who actually has a more amazing story because she went 2 months, Fred, she never even felt good on the product. She never even lost a pound. But she had her blood work scheduled 2 months later, so 4 months on the product, she stuck with it. Where most people would have given up and said it doesn't work, she doctor said, Jill, whatever you're doing, you continue. Now, what I didn't realize was the business opportunity that Zija afforded us. 30 years in the medical business. If anybody out there knows, when you deal with Medicare insurance companies, there's nothing for sure. And they're always making cuts. And for 30 years, we've enjoyed our children and now our grandchildren. And when I look at this Zija opportunity for most people, I came in at the top level. I mean, it's the equivalent of the $1,300 level. I got all the inventory I could get because I had 4 grown kids. I had all kinds of people around me that I knew had health issues. Understanding not one thing about the business, but trusting people that had gone before me and paved the path. And you remember, I talked to you initially before I even signed up into this business and understood that you were one of those leaders that would step out, come down and help a new guy so easily accessible. So, you know what, in 5 weeks, I had my $1,300 back. I was profitable in week number 6. And now, 2 years later, what I look at is an opportunity for the future, not worried about whether Medicare is going to be there or insurance companies are going to pay me for my services, but knowing that helping other people, and as we do, and the duplicatable system that we have in Zija, it will pay large dividends. My future is pretty secure right now, not only because I'm healthier, and oh yeah, by the way, I had my blood work done about 3 weeks ago, first time in 5 years, and the doctor walked into the room and said, Willie, I wished I had your blood work. So I am tickled to death with results on the health side, and financially, I'm telling you, we're going